What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, Avatar, The Way of the Water, which is the long anticipated sequel to the initial Avatar movie that came out back in, I think, 2009, is on its way to making some potentially record breaking numbers. Potentially. It still has a long ways to go to do that. Matter of fact, I think it's less than halfway to doing that. But still, at the pace that it's going, you never know because it made $88 million this past weekend, which was actually an improvement over the weekend before, which that weekend was an improvement over the week that it made before that. So it's not acting like a normal movie, which usually has a front-loaded, huge gross tally, and then it tails off. This movie's not acting like that. This is a movie where it seems like people are coming back to watching it, or word of mouth, and people are going to watch it and watch it. And those are generally the movies that are the huge blockbusters. People were doing that with Jurassic Park and E.T., Forrest Gump after a very, very slow start. People were doing that with Titanic, of course, which previously was the highest grossing movie of all time. And people did that with Avatar. Now, Avatar is the highest grossing movie ever. But it's a little tricky with Avatar. Avatar, in its initial run, made $2,788,000,000. Then Avengers Endgame came out, and Avengers Endgame just eked out over that with $2,796,000,000. But then, if you remember, James Cameron brought Avatar back to the theaters just to reclaim the first place because he's an egotistical son of a bitch. And now that movie is number one again with 2,000,000,000, I think 900 and something million. I don't know where this movie is going to end up, but I do know that it's only been out since December the 6th, so it hasn't even been a full calendar month, and it's already approaching. It's already creeping up on Top Gun Maverick, which has been out, what, a year? And it's already made $1.4 billion in just 3.5 weeks, I guess, of being out. So we got to wait and see exactly what the final tally is going to be. I would assume that it's going to make at least $2 billion. But we'll have to see. And this is also a sign that people are slowly going back to movie theaters. That, even though, well, I think we can say the word now. Even though COVID is still out there, I think people are to a point now where, they're not as afraid of it as they once were. It's something we just have to live with. I mean, hell, eventually it's going to become, a normal virus anyway. When I say normal, it's going to probably end up being like the flu, and then maybe 100 years from now it might just be like the cold or something, COVID-19. But anyway, endemic. That's the word I was looking for. It's going to become endemic anyway. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.